From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. There has been a catastrophic bridge collapse in Maryland overnight. A portion of the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore snapped and collapsed overnight after a large container ship collided with a support column and sent the sections of the roadway plunging into the river. A video posted on X showed a large vessel crashing into the bridge, catching on fire before sinking and causing multiple vehicles to fall into the water below. Reporter Sam Sweeney has the latest.
There are some reports that there may have been early warning that this large cargo ship was going to hit the bridge, and they may have stopped some of the traffic from entering the bridge. We are working to get all of those details, but they are calling this a dire mass casualty event. Multiple agencies are working this, and they have divers in the water.
Authorities have been trying to rescue at least 7 people. The RCMP says officers recently found the bodies of 4 people during a wellness check at a home in rural Saskatchewan.
Mounties say the check occurred on Sunday night and that the initial investigation shows no imminent risk to public safety. Major crimes officers are investigating with the help of Saskatchewan's coroner's office. Police say if a safety risk is identified, the public will be notified immediately. RCMP say the deaths at the house near Neudorf, just east of Regina, are considered suspicious, but beyond that, no other information has been released. Naira Ahmed, The Canadian Press.
It's budget day in Ontario, where the finance minister is set to present his plan to bolster the economy while also trying to ease the rising cost of living. Peter Bethlenfalvy says his budget takes a prudent and responsible approach to the province's finances. He's also said there will be no tax increases. A Pentagon spokesman says U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will meet with his Israeli counterpart and discuss ways to address the Hamas threat other than to conduct a ground invasion of the southern Gaza city of Rafah. Today's meeting comes despite the fact that Israel's prime minister abruptly canceled the visit of a high-level delegation to Washington this week. The cancellation was in protest over yesterday's UN Security Council decision calling for an immediate ceasefire in the war and the U.S. decision to abstain from the vote and not use its veto power. And heavily armed U.S. federal authorities have searched 2 of Sean Diddy Combs' properties in Los Angeles and Miami as part of an alleged human trafficking investigation. The music mogul has had multiple lawsuits leveled against him in recent months with allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking. Reporter Aaron Katursky has more.
At this point, he denies all of this, all of the civil lawsuits that have been brought against him by women. He says many of them are out for a payday. He has denied all of these allegations. But the way the lawsuits read sounds a lot like allegations against the R&B star R. Kelly, who's since been convicted and imprisoned. According to law enforcement sources who know about this investigation, it's been going on for a couple of months.
This is the Canadian Press. In sports, there were just 2 games in the NHL Monday night. The LA Kings grounded out a 3-2 victory over the Vancouver Canucks. The Canucks, who remain atop the Western Conference standings by 1 point, could have been the first NHL squad to officially secure their playoff spot. The other game saw Jonathan Marchessault score 49 seconds into overtime and lift the Vegas Golden Knights to a 2-1 win over the St. Louis Blues. The Toronto Raptors season took another turn for the worse as backup center Jonte Porter became the subject of a gambling investigation. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic confirmed that Porter is the subject of an NBA probe into irregularities on prop betting involving him. Rajakovic said the allegations caught him off guard when he learned of the investigation before Toronto's 96-88 loss to the Brooklyn Nets Monday night.
I just know that nobody wants those kind of situations to happen to anybody, to any team, and we just got to deal with it.
From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.